Hello everyone and welcome. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed recently. I really appreciate everyone who has. Thank you so much. Let's get into the video. Today we are looking at the Nigel Sylvester collaboration with Jordan brand. This is the Jordan 4 RM Fence Green Bike Air. Gee, that's a mouthful. So as I said, this is known by many names. Some people know it as the Bike Air shoe, which obviously you can tell why it is. Some people call it the Jordan 4 Low. Some people call it the Jordan 4 Low RM. The RM, we are told, stands for Resto Mod, which is kind of restoration and modified together, kind of a jumbled combined word from Nike. You can obviously see where this shoe has come from. You've got a cage around the midsole. You've got the same Jordan 4 sole that you always have on every Jordan 4. But first of all, let's talk about how this shoe came about. So Nigel Sylvester is a BMX rider from America who has been in partnership with Nike a couple of times, but they've decided to use him as the spokesperson, as the launching pad for a brand new silhouette that they've released this year, which is the Jordan 4 RM, as I spoke about before. So this shoe was the first in that line, and then obviously after that we've gotten a bunch of different colorways in white, in black, white and red, and then we also got a second iteration of this Nigel Sylvester shoe in what was called a driveway gray, a really nice dark smoky gray. So some more about the inspiration of this shoe. Nigel Sylvester, as I said before, is a BMX rider. He has done things with Nike before, and his idea for this shoe was many years in the making, and most of the inspiration came for his passion for bike riding, his love for his grandma, where he grew up, and that is shown in the box, in the color of this shoe, and then the color of his other collaboration. So the reason that this is called the Fence Green is because his grandmother's driveway and her house had a fence around it, which was in this very dark green, almost army green colorway, and he drew inspiration from that color to create this shoe. Now, he spoke at length about this shoe on the Complex Sneakers podcast, which is a great podcast. I will link that podcast below if you want to delve deeper into this shoe. But I really enjoy the way that this shoe has come about and the story behind it, and how genuine Nigel Sylvester seems about loving sneakers and loving his craft, which is BMXing. So let's look at some of the materials on this shoe. So basically, around the entire shoe, on the lowest layer of the shoe, you have this really nice nubuck suede, which of course, just by the nature of the material, it is going to start to get a few scratches and it's going to start to collect some dust, just simply because of the way that nubuck is. And I think that it's going to add a nice bit of aging to the shoe. And if you use this shoe for what it is kind of supposed to be for, which is biking, you're going to get a fair bit of scuffs and dust all around the shoe, pretty much just adding to the character and the patina of the shoe. Now, as well as that nubuck suede, you have a really cool looking plastic cage around the midfoot and the ankle here. Now, you can see with this plastic cage some inspiration from the Jordan 4. It's not exactly the same, but you can see where they've come from. You've got on the back here where the Bike Air is. Of course, bike meaning because Nigel Sylvester is a BMX rider. A lot of people thought that it was a typo or some sort of fake when it first came out and got leaked, but the way that Nike have actually let him customize this shoe really shows the faith that they have in Nigel Sylvester and how he is trying to propel this silhouette forward. You've got this grid-like pattern on the back, and then you've got a really nice small little pull tab, which, I mean, it's kind of pointless, but if you look pretty closely, it has a little bike there. Now, if you look at this plastic cage, you can see where they've come from with the Jordan 4 High. I guess you could call it the Jordan 4 High now, because this is a low top technically. You can see where they've come from. It's very similar, and I think that you can see the inspiration is definitely there. That Bike Air logo is also present on the tongue there. You've got a very short tongue on this shoe compared to a Jordan 4 regular silhouette. It is very comfortable though. It is made of this polyester wool blend, along with the rest of the ankle collar, which is fairly well padded, not incredibly well padded like perhaps the Jordan 4 SB. I'm not going to put it in that category of comfort, but I'll get into the comfort a little bit later. That tongue there is pretty standard. It's nothing really special. There's no lace locks on it. And another little tiny cool detail is the little Nike logo, as you can see there in a silver. The driveway gray pair, which I don't have, has a little red tick on it, which is pretty cool. A lot of people think that that little tiny tick is one of the coolest things about this shoe. It's done in a kind of metallic embroidered thread, which is very similar to the lettering on the tongue there. Now delving inside the insole, this one says Nigel Sylvester. The other shoe says Air Jordan. I think that it's a pretty normal kind of insole. It's nothing special, but I think the comfort really comes from obviously the Air Max unit and the nice padding around the toe box and the ankle. Now with the comfort on this shoe, I'm pretty sure that Nike has taken a good step with the comfort of the Jordan 4. I think that Jordan 4s are one of the most uncomfortable pairs of Jordans. Most people say whenever they go true to size that you do get a bit of pinching on your pinky. This shoe I had no troubles whatsoever. I haven't worn them for multiple days. I've worn them for like 6 or 7 hours at this point. As you can tell by the sole, which is pretty unworn, but eventually I will be getting it pretty dirty, I imagine. I haven't worn it for an incredibly long amount of time, but it definitely does feel very comfortable over the short time I've worn it. So then moving on to sizing, I went with my true to size, which is a US 9, which is a 42.5 euro, and I would definitely recommend going true to size. I didn't feel like it was pinching anywhere. They lace up very comfortably, and honestly, I think I could wear these for days at a time, and I really like the way that they feel, and the low top kind of just suits my style a little bit better. Sometimes I feel like my legs are a little bit long and lanky, and they don't like wearing big chunky Jordan 4s, hence why I don't really have many in my collection at all. Now a lot of people will be calling this the shoe of the year. I have seen a few people really enjoying this color, this silhouette, and I don't think it's exactly shoe of the year, but it's really encouraging to see Jordan brand pushing a new collaborator, a new silhouette, trying to innovate, trying to keep up with some of the innovations that other brands are doing with different silhouettes and different colorways. And I think that the Jordan 4 is at the peak of its popularity right now. So this is the perfect time to be bringing in a new model based around that silhouette. So also I want to talk about the box as well. It comes in your pretty basic Jordan 4 type box, except for the big bike air on the top there, of course. Staying true to the theme of this shoe, you've got basically what looks like a driveway gravel on the bottom, and it has a very interesting type texture, which of course is kind of meant to simulate what a driveway feels like, with a sort of rough concrete feel. And then on the inside of the shoe you have Nigel Sylvester's logo, which is Go, in this red color. And it also has a really nice paper inside the box as well. Now this is a picture, as you can kind of tell, of Nigel Sylvester when he was a little kid. He had a BMX, and apparently this photo was taken in his grandma's driveway, which he has drawn inspiration from to create this shoe, which I just think is so cool and so awesome. And then also as well, if you don't like the green laces that come with this shoe, you do get a pair of white laces, which is pretty cool, although I think I like the green laces and I'm going to keep them in there because green is one of my favorite colors and I just think it looks good as it is. And before I forget, you also get a really cool pack of stickers. As you can see, I've already used one of the stickers and put it on my laptop, but you get this really cool pack of stickers. It's all about the bike air, it's the Go, it's the Nigel Sylvester. It's really adding to the details of this shoe and it's just kind of making it more and more of a special experience by buying this shoe and buying into the Nigel Sylvester story and the Jordan 4 RM silhouette. So thank you so much everybody for checking out this video. Click the subscribe button down below, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. We appreciate you all. Have a good day. Thank you.